Oh yes, we were having a conversation just before we came back. So that conversation is going to spill into live. We're joined on the program by winner Nigerian Idols 2023. That's the 8th edition. Victory Bakara or Victory
Hey,
Bakara.
Victory Wax is fine.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Good morning.
That almost caught my tongue there. Does that happen a lot for people?
It does.
So please pronounce your name. It's Victory
Bakara.
Bakara.
Yes.
It's a very powerful name, isn't it?
Thank you.
Where is that?
Robo, Delta State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I recall that you got like a Hero's Welcome in Delta State.
I did.
When you won the Idols in 2023. Yes. So speak to us first. A lot of people have said, it's one thing to win reality TV shows. And they give examples. In fact, there's a whole research that that has gone into people who won a lot of prize money. There was a lot of fame during either reality shows or game shows. And just few years down the line, they were even worse off than they were before they got into that reality show or the game show. But what has been your experience really before, during, and now after?
Before,
who are you before?
Before I was just Victory Bakara, you know. I was director of music at the university that I attended, Benson University, for about 3 years. So I'd already been into the leadership system in terms of creativity, directing, delegating your sound and making sure that the orchestra of your thought patterns musically are respected and transmitted. From there, surprisingly, I went to do NYSC at Ondo State, Akure. It was inside NYSC that I ran to Lagos to do Nigerian Idol.
What's that called? Was that dereliction of duty?
It is called the will of the Father.
Interesting. But you eventually finished your NYSC?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. I finished. I got my certificate and everything. And Nigerian Idol wasn't even in the view for me because personally I don't like competitions. I personally do not like competitions, especially musical competitions.
Why?
Because judging a person's music and artistry is something. For example, when you get into top 10 for Nigerian Idol, this is basically the company saying any of these 10 people can become Nigerian Idol, which means any of these 10 people have the basic vocals, they have the stage presence, tenacity, and ability to communicate musically. In that span of 10 people, how do you now judge which is better? How do you now say that your experience in music, your 10-year experience is better than his 10-year experience? Do you understand that kind of thing? It's going to be objective. It's going to be an objective process.
Or subjective.
Or subjective, rather. Thank you. Subjective process.
So it's more like an aptitude test in that sense. It's not a measure of intelligence. It's just like somebody has to emerge.
Exactly, exactly. You know, and that's one of the reasons why the company gives the voting. It makes it a voting process. So Nigeria decides who wins.
And not every Nigerian understands music,
right? Not every Nigerian.
Okay.
You could have people that love you to death, but they don't know how to support you. You understand? So it's actually literally by the grace of God that somebody could audition out of 7,000 people, get it to top 30, get it to top 10, and then win the show, you know? And I must say, life after Idols has been amazing. It has. Walking into somewhere and people looking at you and being like, I know you. Somebody stopped me at the airport in Benin. I went for a wedding celebration. I went to sing. And the man was just, I'm sorry, I've been looking at you since. And I'm on call with my wife right now and my kids. And I'm telling them that it's you. And they're telling me it's a lie. Can we do video call? And we did it. And they were so happy. They were so ecstatic, and it was just a beautiful experience, and I received that a lot. The honor of giving joy to people, especially in a country like Nigeria where we need it.
How much was the prize money?
35 million naira.
How much is left now?
5 billion.
A sharp guy. Sharp guy.
So talk to us about the post-victory. Besides the excitement, the honor of the service you give, the joy you transmit, and all the things you do. Let's talk about the music itself. When you went in and eventually you won, did it change your mindset as to, okay, this is me for the rest of my life? So how are you putting that together if the answer was a yes?
Yeah, I won't say it changed, I would say it solidifies, or solidified what I originally wanted to do. I'm a gospel artist. I'm a pastor's kid. I grew up in church, and I love church. Love God. I don't know how to explain it more than that, but that's just my person. Not because I was influenced or I have to live up to a certain standard. No, one of my love languages is church. If I take you to church, I love you. I love you a lot, you know. And Nigerian Idol just, they allowed me to be myself. They allowed me to, you want to do gospel, let's do gospel, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. And it just solidified that I really want to be a gospel artist. I really do want to be a gospel artist, you know. Obviously, I think to piggyback on what you said prior, that there is a low after winning a reality TV show. You win and then it just looks like there is this suspense or something. And I tell people, the reality TV shows, they make you famous, not successful. Those are two different things entirely. Success is built, but fame can come in a couple of months and just that, you know. And it's not easy to now turn fame into success. Thank God that the company that orchestrated Nigerian Idol made sure to put me in their rear, you know, mentor me, give me one or two things. And in fact, we came up with an EP that is out right now. It's called The Message, and it's a gospel EP.
Now, I'm going to give you a very interesting follow-up. You see, if you open your Bible to the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 21, it says, yes, children, keep yourselves from idols.
Go on.
But here you are, an idol yourself.
The idol.
So I've heard that debate a lot, and I want to push it to you. How did it feel, or how does it still feel like being an idol when the scriptures say, in fact, do not make an idol for yourself. Stay away from idolatry. So
this is interesting.
How does that work for you? Because it's actually a debate I've heard a lot. So I want you to speak to it. I like the fact that you're a gospel artist. You love church.
Yeah.
But you're an idol.
Yeah. Okay. I can come at this with two ways. First of all, let's come at it with the most fundamental.
Right.
The most fundamental is, I've noticed that a lot of people, unfortunately, if I may, a lot of people, including pastors, do not know how to read scriptures. Right. So just because it is written to you does not mean it is written for you. For example, some parts of the Old Testament were written for the people in the Old Testament. And then you notice that we are part of the New Testament, the New Covenant. So if you read the Old Testament without first understanding where you are in the New, you will go according to the Old. And that is not what it is. So a lot of times, Nigerians, we don't know how to read context. Pretext, the text, then protext gives you context of scriptures. Now, when the Bible talks about idols, the Bible talks about putting anything above God, putting anything, worshiping anything that is not God. Refrain yourself from idols. Refrain yourself from worshiping anything that is not the Father, that is not Christ. I'm not being worshipped. I'm just being loved. When we say idol now, idol means a star. He's my idol. He's what I want to be when I grow up. And by God's grace, we have Nigerian Idol. And in fact, your standpoint of this, or the example is not your standpoint, I apologize. I apologize. The example you gave, a lot of people gave my parents when I was in Nigerian Idol, because my father's an archbishop and my mom's a bishop. And they gave them these examples, and they were telling them, how will your child go to that place? And, you know, me, I was like, I know they are not there. You know, me drag not say what you did do. And I'm grateful for the people that I have as parents. God bless them, really. They did not give one hoot concerning what anybody said. They were secured in the person that they raised, secured in the man and his principles, and secured that this is not bad. In fact, this is an opportunity.
So you're okay being an idol?
Oh, yes.
No, even beyond that, beyond the issue of the context and all of that, there's also the argument as to the, because I know that, was it Mercy Chinwo? She also won this thing.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Very well. There's also, because I know that church boys and ladies like you have a conflict in your mind most of the time as to whether this is a path or not. The reason is because if you grow up in the very conservative space in churches, you just say that you're not supposed to sing worldly music, you're not supposed to do all these worldly things. So now you're going to be singing Michael Jackson and all of these other, you know, I could call many names. So how did you navigate that particular situation in your head? In your head?
In my head? Ooh. In my head, I have always known a very, very inclusive gospel. I would explain that. We are saved to engage, not escape. When the Bible in Genesis talks about dominion of earth, it didn't say dominion of the church. Control however space you can control. Christianity is the only religion that will get saved, right, and then go back and fall into the church, and then leave every other part of the economy, praying for the economy, but not going into the economy to change the economy. That's what we do. And so when you don't influence that sector, and that sector becomes influenced by other things, you are not saying that it is worldly. No, you are just relieving yourself of your responsibilities. We are in channels right now. We discuss politics. We discuss the elderly. Now we're discussing music. Nobody has said give offering or something like that. But just imagine you're a Christian, I'm a Christian, we're controlling this space. Somebody cannot come from somewhere and drop 3 billion and say something that is not true, because our integrity is there. So I feel like Christians have removed themselves from certain spaces upon which they themselves are supposed to be there to control the narrative of how good that space should be, of how well-oriented that space should be.
You know, I'm not surprised that you have a message for us today, or you're delivering a message, because that's the title of your EP, The Message. So man is just dropping message, bites upon bites. And I must say that this has been a very interesting conversation. You studied law.
Yes, I did.
Did you go to law school after that?
Yes, I did.
So, okay. Well, I see you in court now.
Are you practicing?
Currently, yes and no.
Okay.
I'm not even
sure
going to ask what that means.
I don't even know what that means.
But please, go ahead, stream his latest EP, The Message. I wanted to ask if you have shown someone that love language of late, taking them to church.
Taking them to church.
Do you have someone that you take to church consistently?
Consistently?
A particular person, a woman now, that you're showing that love language.
A female?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A born female.
A born, very important.
Very important. I know you know what I mean, or what we're asking.
I'm oblivious.
You're oblivious. May the Lord find
we know that we have found souls.
You don't know how to lie very well.
Yes,
Lying is not a skill set for you.
Unfortunately, and I'm a lawyer. Can you imagine?
So is there that person? Yes or no?
There is a person that I take to church.
Yeah.
Yes, I invite a lot of people to church.
You show your love language to.
Yes, I invite a lot of people to church. In fact, I would like to invite you to church.
No, not that. Not in that way. Victory, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. I must say that it's refreshing to have this kind of conversation. I know that you have your head in the right place. We've been speaking with Victory Gbakara. That's a full surname. Winner Nigerian Idols. He has his EP out. So please stream, support good music, and wish you the very best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. God bless you.